Okay, so you see me here once again, right where you left me, where you saw me leave off yesterday, because I'm still in the same place, same space. I'm recording a new episode. Oh, I forgot to play the thing. Oh shoot, let me play it really quickly. Okay, so there you can tell that this show has been pre-recorded. All right, so welcome to the Be Your Own Hero show. Uh, I'm your host. I'm Sekou Wrights. I was trying to think about. I was thinking about whether or not I should change the order of things, but never mind. I am Sekou Wrights. I am a author and a motivational speaker, and I am here to talk to you about money. About money. All right. So, shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me this space and this opportunity to be a man who experienced a stroke and is doing his best to live out loud anyway. To live out loud anyway. I like that one. Live out loud anyway. And part of living out loud anyway is doing this show. Doing this show. All right, let me tilt this down a little bit. Okay. Okay, still got my hero on. Still got my retro hero on. All right. And let's get into it. Let's get into it. And it's going to be a short episode. I'm leaving you this message just in case I get too busy tomorrow. But I want to say a couple things. So first of all, let's do our dice roll. All right, dice roll. Yesterday's dice roll was 1. Today's dice roll is 1. Wow, I'm surprised. 2 ones in a row. 2 ones in a row. All right, maybe the universe is speaking to me again. I don't want to say what he's possibly saying. So the universe is probably speaking to me. So anyway, the number is 1. Number 1. Take that money out of the usual place that you leave it in, your usual checkings, your usual savings, and move that money over into a place where you get to hide it from yourself. All right? All right. So I want to start with the outro at the beginning, the intro, because I forgot it yesterday. And I want to make sure I get it today. Keep doing. Be your own hero. Now is better than perfect. Ashe. Now is better than perfect. Ashe. Ashe. And that helped me start the show with more energy. I have to keep that up. Anyway, so there we go. We did our dollar. Our dice roll challenge was the dollar today. And yeah. So I want to do a show about these books. So I told you yesterday that there was a death in the family. And we were over at our house recently. And I found some books. Because, all the books are splayed out, ready for things to go. Sofas are spread out, ready for things to go. Like, things are prepared, ready for people to come buy stuff. And there's a couple of things I want to share with you. One, you have more money than you think about. You have more money than you think about. Just on your everyday existence, you have more money than you think about. Because if you start selling the things that you have in your home, you make a lot of money. Like, I was surprised by how much money was made just by selling things that were part of her house. So any of you, get out and sell it. Gary Vee talks about this a lot. Talks about it. Man, you need $1,000 or $2,000, you can do it. You can go into your closet and start selling stuff like that. So I'm here to tell you that yes, it works. And I've got some stuff listed on Facebook Marketplace. You can go in and grab stuff. See something you want, grab it. All right. So that's the first thing. Second thing was, there were books all spread out. And I looked down. I was just looking, just browsing. I got 3 books that I'm keeping with me to hold. That I'm keeping with me to hold. Right? First book is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Second book is Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. Right? By Dennis Kimbrough and Napoleon Hill. And the third one is How to Do the Work. How to Do the Work by Dr. Nicole LePera. All right, so as I said to Linda yesterday, I don't want to talk about the context of the books. Actually, maybe. But I just want to talk about the fact that these 2 books were in my family members' space. Because these are the books. These are the books. This book more than this book, but these are the books where people say, hey, I need to make some money. I'm going to go buy Think and Grow Rich. And I've done this. And I did the same thing she did. I did the same thing. I kind of looked at it and put it away. Right? Because this reminds me of the story I told from high school. In high school, I went to the local library. I said, listen, I want to be rich. Right? I want to be rich. I told that to the librarian, and that the librarian referred me to this whole row of books. And I took all the books down, took the books to a table to look at them together. They were all like this. They're all like Think and Grow Rich. And I was like, no, that's not quite what I'm looking for. Let me turn that away and go look for something else. Go look for something else. Because clearly this isn't what I need. Clearly not. Because books that are concerned with how to think are just beyond my worldview. Right? But now that I'm reading it later in life, I get it now. And you can too. You've got to change your mindset. You've got to change your mindset when you're reading this book. And if you can do that, sky's the limit. You've just got to believe. And use it as a starting point. Like, you look at this book and then you go find other examples that give you more of what you're looking for. Like this book. Essentially what this man did, based on my external knowledge, I don't know this to be sure, but Dennis Kimbrough rewrote the book and made it current and added Black examples, right? And so he basically just remixed the book. I mean, this is another place where you can go and find out interesting information, right? And also, I also want to shout out this book as well, How to Do the Work. So let's see. Let's finish with Think and Grow Rich, because it's so important that you understand that it's about you. It's about you. Because I picked up this book so many times in my life. And been like, And now everything is sparking. Everything is sparking ideas. And so you got to find out who you are. You got to go in here and read Think and Grow Rich and see how it strikes you. but keep reading it and find your essence, your thing that from this book that makes you really go like find something in this book that makes you feel good, and then start with that. Like may not be chapter 1, there may not be chapter 2, there may not be chapter 3, may be chapter 10, but find something that really gets you, and then start from there, and then go back and read the other chapters. Telling you, this book is real. All right, and now how to do the work. How to do the work. Hold this back up. How to do the work. Now, this one was revolutionary to me because my mom's a psychologist, and so I've grown up in therapy, in and out of therapy my whole life. And this book by the psychologist talking about why psychology doesn't fill all the voids blew me away. So you're talking about someone, unlike most men that are grappling with therapy and going therapy. I missed all that because it was a part of my upbringing. This is what it is. I was going to therapists my whole life, and so yeah, I've been doing that and expecting myself to be on point, just got everything together. No. And this is the book why. This is the book that explains why. Because there's so much ground shaking evidence that talks about, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it other than how I've said it already. That yeah, she's really talking about why therapy is not enough. That's the best way I can put it. Why therapy is not enough. Because what happens in therapy is you go and you talk about your issue and you ultimately come to, some resolution, right? Well, what this book talks about is the other levels of things that are happening at different levels. Like for example, this book talks about tension, right? Tension. Now, tension is something we all have, right? We all have tension. But do you think about when you're expressing tension? No, you're not. You're not. And so I have become so much more well aware of my attention because of transcendental meditation. And I can't remember if that's recommended in here specifically, but the idea of relaxing, being still, and letting life just breeze past you. Just breeze past you, right? Because that sets you up to be more of being able to step out of the stream of life. Yes, being able to step out of the stream, because transcendental meditation gives you two practices per day. If you're doing it right, and there's nobody saying that you're doing it wrong when you're doing it wrong, but if you're doing it right, you have two practices of just taking a step out. Take a step out. And so what that does is it gives you the power to step out. Step out. No matter what's going on, no matter how what initially happened seems like a bad thing, it allows you to step out. Step out. And that's the kind of thing that will tell you or will be given to you by how to do the work. Like this book, any of you out there who have experienced therapy and you're wondering, why am I not on it? Why am I not just on it? This is your book. This is your book. I I can't even tell you. This book will really do it for you. He really will. And then you're like, well, how did I miss all this stuff all this time? This book, I'm telling you. All right, so anyway, I am holding on to this book. That means I'm holding on to a physical book. Most of my books are all on my Kindle app on my phone, but this one I'm keeping. And Think and Grow Rich, I'm keeping. And Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice, I'm keeping. All right, and those are the 3 books. And I want to speak to the fact that everybody goes through these periods. Everybody goes through these periods, and they want something. They want something more. They want some more money, right? Or they want some more understanding, right? And so these things are available to us, but you've got to find the right you to read the book. You got to find the right you. And I said it before, I'll say it again. Find something that resonates with you in the book. Just keep skipping chapters. Find something that rings true with you. Find something that rings true with you, and then go back and read the rest. I'm telling you, these are some good books. All right, so that was my quick episode talking about books. And I will see you tomorrow. I'll be talking about money. And we'll be back on money. All right. So I am a doer. I'm a doer. I am being my own hero. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. Go out and do something today. All right. Later.